Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Take it in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 24, Prescott. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
The Jaguars at 4-5, a game under 500. And they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
1st down, Prescott. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Prescott yet again. Gets it off to Freeman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Prescott on first down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their third one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'd say that he learned from his costly red zone pick earlier in the game because this time he puts the throw away from where any defender can make a play on it. Unfortunately, he also sailed it over his intended target, and that doesn't work out well either.
Prescott to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 25-yard line. On play action, Mills. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 35-yard line. A first down throw for Mills. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Jags are going to get the football back at their own 17. Before we came up to the booth, Last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Here's Prescott. And he fires one incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Third and long for Prescott. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That third down conversion good for 23. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff up the middle. Dawkins. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 40 now on second down. Prescott. Open man downfield is Davis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, We always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
On 2nd and 10, Mills. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Play fake, Mills. Got a man open, it's Tyler Higbee. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Running on first down, Eckler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. It's Eckler again.
Haven't met a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mills. And that is incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there. 3rd down, they actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
In motion goes the tight end. Prescott looks to throw on first. That one complete downfield to Kirk. Touchdown, Jaguars! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Jaguars have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Room to run at the 50. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
That's good for 28 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Prescott. That's going to be caught by Kirk.
And he'll be knocked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Jaguars are able to add on to their first half lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. I'm not sure if they need to go for 2, but they get it. Can extend this lead out a little further.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively off.
Mills hit, and he loses the ball.
But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. To throw, Mills. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
They go play action. Mills.
And he comes back with one complete. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. From the 29, Mills. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he is going to have a Texans first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. On 1st and 10, Mills. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Mills to the air again. And incomplete on the deep ball. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, I mean, the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Mills to throw for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. First down, Prescott. And this one is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a pop.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. K'Lavon Chaisson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right.
And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mills. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
All right, partner, Deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. But with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception's really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Mills on 1st down.
Got a man. It's Higbee, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep the...
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Jags are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 27. To the air again, Prescott. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. Under pressure, they got him again.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, it's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. This one caught by Davis. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan, but
and Prescott, his third interception. And the Texans are going to get the football here at their own 23. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Pardon my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Mills. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Pierce will try to pick it up. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Take it in at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
First down, Mills. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. 2nd and 7 from the 20. Mills now. Oh, he still makes a catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler, and he is going to lose yardage here. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Throwing, Mills. And this one incomplete. So the clock stops, 20 seconds remaining.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Mills, 4th down, gotta have it. And now here's another interception. And the Jags are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. But with this advantage, this defense knew the passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
The tight end in motion right. Well, Prescott here to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
In prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players